Hello, and welcome to Akitori, and today's video is written and hosted by me, Torloth. I want to preface that these picks and this video are made with my top choices of the year, and this list is mine and mine alone. Please put your picks in the comment section below. I really do want to see them. I'm sure you'll have some that are similar to mine, and some that aren't. But with that out of the way, we're just going to get right into it. Number 10. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. This is a narrative-driven game from Software, where you save your master from his captors and fight hard encounters as Wolf, the one-armed shinobi. This is a fun game, but life got in my way and I never finished it. It's really cool though. I do wonder what Elden Ring is going to be like. Oh, only time will tell. Let's just get right into the next pick. Number 9. It's Pokemon. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah, I know this game's controversial. Yeah, I know people don't like the roster cut. Yeah, I feel you. But at the same time, I have fun with it. It's a fun game. I would like to see voice acting and a couple other things in the next game. But you know what? It's a pretty good game. You already bought it. You all bought it. I'm sure everyone who's watching this either has bought it or knows someone who's bought it, because this game sold gangbusters. Number 8. Super Neptunia RPG. I kind of prefer the Japanese title of Yisha Neptune, but that's me. This is Neptune's first 2D adventure made by a Canadian studio, Artisan. This game is fun. It's got just the goddesses in it. It's a niche title. It deserves all the pudding in the world because it's great. The Switch version is a little rough. I do want to give a quick disclaimer though. There is image editing in the PS4 version of this game only, with 2 of the cutscene art. They're covering up like underwear because apparently underwear is not allowed. Not allowed to show underwear. Somebody arrest Victoria's Secret. Number 7. Astral Champ. Platinum Games' police-themed action game. Good gameplay and narrative, but lacking in the visual department, even with its unexpected difficulty spike at the very end of the game. I actually have not beaten this game because the last boss is so ridiculous to compare to the rest of the game. Maybe I'll try again later. Number 6. We have a 2-way tie for Dragonstar Vania and Death's End Request. Yes, these are more Compa-chan and ISN games, but these are the more mature JRPGs with darker plots from the RPG Gaparos line. These games are very interesting and kept me playing, just to know what happened next. I couldn't pick between these two for the list. Now these are both niche, exposition-heavy RPGs, but I love them both the same. Dragonstar Vanir is about knights and witches stuck in endless strife, and you actually discover what happened to get to that point over the course of the quest. Death's End Request is about Sheena being stuck in an unreleased game, and it's a spooky, thrilling RPG. I did a whole review on it. I'll put the link in the description if you want to watch that later. But both games only running about 40 to 50 hours to beat. If you're looking for games with a good story that are a little different from other JRPGs, these are your games. Just don't mind the brief lewd comments and things that happen. But that happens in all JRPGs. Number 5. Ion Fury. This game looks and feels like it was made in the late 90s on the Build engine. Yes, the same one as Duke Nukem 3D, with some modern polish. This game is classic feeling to a fault. It just makes me happy it exists. I look forward to whatever they make next, and also, console versions are out sometime next year. Should be good. Number 4. Luigis Mansion 3. This is a super fun game, even if the multiplayer is a little rough. The single player alone makes an easy recommendation for Switch owners, with probably the best graphics on the system and some really fun gameplay. Easy recommend. I don't know what else I can say about it besides it's fantastic. Number 3. Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. Here we are at number 3, and I know the Switch version launched in a bad state, and I know people think this game plays like a game from the late 90s, but I barely knew anything about this game. I picked it up, I started playing it, and I fell in love. It's an excellent game, has fantastic visuals, excellent music, great Easter eggs, and an absolute must for adventure game fans. Now people will tell you the English audio is bad, and it is. Just switch it to Japanese, it's way better. Number 2. Resident Evil 2. Where do I begin? Capcom remade a classic game and knocked it out of the park. Changed it from the old tank controls to a brand new over-the-shoulder third-person shooter-esque thing, and still kept it scary. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis gets announced with Project Resistance attached to it. So, I got everything I wished for this year, guys. Next year is going to be crazy, and you can guess what the top 3 games are going to be, judging by footage I used in this video. Number 1, Control. How do I explain what Control is without ruining it for you? How do I put into words the kind of childlike wonderment I had playing this game? You know when you're a kid and you pick up a game and you start playing it and you have no idea what the game's going to be like? That was Control for me. The preview material showed us next to nothing. And what I got was this Metroidvania game with fantastic graphics, force powers pretty much, levitation mechanics, and a gun that used to be Excalibur. If that's not pure imagination, like childlike wonderment, I don't know what is. But you know what, if that's not enough for you, if you can sit through the game and play it, just follow the story beats. When you get to the ashtray maze, you will know why this game is number 1 on the list. Oh, and don't forget about fridge duty. Really important. And that's my list. I couldn't close out without doing a few honorable mentions. First up on the list is Fire Emblem Three Houses. Really cool game. I never got around to playing it, but I haven't really been a fan of Fire Emblem in a while, so I don't really want to play it. Mary Skelter 2. It's a first-person dungeon crawler with a JRPG-esque combat system, dialogue sections that are very reminiscent of other Compile Heart games, but it's spooky and scary and weird. Super Mario Maker 2. I love the community, I love everything you make, but I suck at 2D Mario, so I wasn't going to play it anyway. But I love what you guys make, and I love watching people suffer through what you make. Metro Exodus. I love the other 2 games a lot more than the third, partly because the third has sort of this unsatisfactory conclusion to the story. The Switch version of Witcher 3, with the Netflix series out, Witcher is more popular than ever. If you're looking for a way to play this game, from what I hear, this is a great version. But you have all the other ones too, so take your pick. Wargroove, the spiritual successor of everyone's favorite Advanced Wars, but medieval. I like the game, but just not enough time to play it. Outer Worlds. I'm giving this a shout out. I kind of wish Obsidian went farther from the Bethesda formula than going as close as they did, but I think they went as close as they did just to rub salt in the wound of Bethesda, but I really wish just made their own game. And our last honorable mention goes to Jedi Fallen Order. This game is interesting in that it flushes out a lot of things, but I feel like it didn't have enough dev time. And some of the different ports and the level of polish on it and weird bugs are proof of that. But it's a fun game. You can find it cheap enough. Go ahead. It's a good one. That's it for honorable mentions. And that's it for me for 2019. I hope to be making something in 2020. I just was sick all of December, and I'm still sick now, and at least I can talk now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this crazy, ridiculous thing I have made. This was a lot of more work than I thought it would be. You have a safe new year. I wish a happy 2020 on all of us, and I'll see you back next year for more stuff. Sayonara.